Joining me today is Danielle Ilie out of Naples, Florida. Out of an audience of more than 250,000 agents nationwide, Danielle has been selected to represent Broker Agent Advisor as this month's Broker Agent of the Month for the entire state of Florida. And Danielle, it's a privilege to be here and to recognize you for your contribution to the industry. I want to congratulate you on the recognition and thank you for joining me.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. I feel honored and humbled for this award. And yeah, I'm surprised even now, after I knew for a little bit, I'm surprised. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Look, Daniel, this recognition is all about finding the men and women that, as a result of them being in this business, the business is better off. It's a hard business, and you've earned it. And I'm excited to be here to celebrate you for your contribution. My hope is that for the people that get a chance to see this video, they get a sense for who you are and maybe a little bit about why you were selected. And I wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
Talk to me a little bit about like becoming a real estate agent. Why, of all the things you could do, why this job and why a realtor?
It was a transition. To be honest, my whole life, I like to do a lot of jobs. And I think right now, this is the one that it's going to stick for it. So what happened was about 5 years ago, I went and bought an investment property. That was the first thing that I bought with a real estate agent. And obviously, I saw that the process was very complicated to me. And then a year later, I bought another property. So again, the process, even if I understood everything, was complicated and hard to understand. So I said to myself, I got to make this easier. Obviously, I saw the paychecks as well. And then I started on this path of knowledge is power. So basically, that was my determination to make this process simple, easy to understand, and easy for the people to get there. Basically, it's on the client satisfaction more. I'm focusing more on that. That being said, I did that because of basically my background, working in hospitality for 10 years. My focus was oriented also on customer satisfaction there too. And so I worked in restaurant from dishwasher to general manager, all positions. And, that helped me value the people and the people on both sides, the people that work with you and the people that you have to provide a service for. So I think that's basically what's made me do this.
You had a sense that you could take a complicated transaction experience and make it something easy and manageable for your clients, I'm guessing, is what I'm hearing you say.
Yes, that's exactly what I said in different words.
Right? Yeah, it's funny because I found a testimonial of yours online, and seems like a good moment to share how someone that's gone through this experience with you has actually described that experience. It says, Daniel is the best! Exclamation point. He went above and beyond all my expectations. He's great at troubleshooting, and wow, he has great references as well to help with all the other stuff you deal with in your home purchase. I would highly recommend Daniel to anyone thinking of purchasing a home here in Southwest Florida. On top of all of that, he cares and it shows. He's very smart and personal. This comes from a very happy new homeowner, right? And this is your point. If I can make people feel that way, then everybody wins, right? And it's very clear that you do a very good job at that.
Exactly, and it's also very rewarding when you have these kind of reviews and people, they're so happy with their homes, because at the end of the day, we are part of the most important transaction of their lives, and if you make that better and you're making them happy, you're part of people's memories, which for me, that's a big thing. I mean, because you got to choose the people that you walk the path of life, and for me, being part of so many people's lives, it's rewarding, very rewarding.
Well, I think when you're really good at this job, as you are, it has a lot of personal satisfaction that goes along with doing a lot of transactions, right? It matters. The work you do matters if you do it well, and it's very clear that you do it well. Man, talk to me about Naples, Florida. You live down there in the Sunshine State, where gosh, I think the whole rest of the country thinks about vacationing and probably dreams of moving to. But what makes Naples, Florida such a great place to live, work, and play?
Well, when I moved here was 10 years ago. So I lived before in Chicago, in North Carolina, in Maryland,
Wow.
which everywhere this was beautiful. Every part of the United States has their own little beauty. But Naples, Florida is just perfect. It's perfect situated. Everything's very nice, clean, safe. And most importantly, you have things to do here. And to be honest, it's not going to be your party city like with a lot of stuff, but because if you want to go party, you drive 2 hours on the other coast, and then you're in Miami, and you don't have to endure the traffic from there in your everyday life. But here, you know, fishing, the beaches are very, very nice, clean everywhere. And the people are really happy here, you know, and that's important in the community, you know, because when you see smiles everywhere, you know, it makes you smile as well.
Yeah, they say the shortest distance between two people is a smile, right? And so if you're walking around and you're exchanging smiles all the time, you just feel better about where you live.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to put you on the hot seat for a second.
Uh-oh.
You've got some experience, right? You've had some success in this business. You have a good sense for what it is and what's required, at least of you, to be successful. If you were to give one piece of advice to a peer of yours, a fellow realtor, what would that one piece of advice be?
Well, I think, you know, working hard and being transparent and sincere, that's the most important thing. You know, people sense that. They sense when your objectives are not lining up with them. So that's very important. You know, I did this, you know, to help people. And in the same time, I managed to help myself as well, which that's, you know, be sincere, transparent, and everything's going to work out.
Great advice. It's very good advice. Look, it's a privilege to share this moment with you and to give you some exposure, right? To help you be seen for the way you approach and go about doing this business. As I said earlier, it's a hard business. Most people don't realize how many people don't find success in real estate. It's a really high number. So look, you're deserving, and I want to congratulate you again on the recognition, and I wish you nothing but huge success in the rest of your journey.
Well, thank you very much once more. I feel humbled and honored to be here and that you chose me. Can't believe it after 3 years. So that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.